Yep.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
And we're off.
Except that time is going to be like way out of sync with the that, isn't it?
It might be. That's okay. I've got my laps, but
3 seconds or so.
All right. So this is what's going to happen a lot in this run. What you just saw right there. Jumping into subspace for a split second, grab a mushroom, and get back out. Also, for marathon safety strats, I'm going to collect that one up. That was one of the first glitches that I do in this route, which is a double jump. If you jump through the corner of an enemy, the game still thinks you're standing on the enemy and lets you jump again. And then the second is letting an enemy push you through the ground while you're on a ladder or a vine, and it just lets you bypass to the next area. And then defeat Birdo, and we're out of here. I'm going to be picking different characters, depending on what will be the quickest way through the level. So this one we pick Luigi because he can jump farther. You can just jump over this instead of having to use the carpet. Unfortunately, Luigi does pick up things a little slower, but it's worth the time loss, just so we can jump over that first pit. Do another double jump here, maybe, except not really. There we go. Oh, that's not the jar. You have to let bombs explode while they're on the screen, or else they don't actually destroy the rocks. So that's why I had to, like, wait there. The quickest route for this category is actually to perform a glitch called Mauser Skip, which lets you wrong warp from the first level to the third level. It only saves about 10 seconds or so, and it's very non-marathon safe because you have to actually force yourself to get a game over. And I don't trust myself to be able to play that well. This game is brutal. If you get 3 game overs, then you are done, and you get kicked back out to the beginning of the game. So a lot of the times when I go into subspace, I will throw the potion right where the mushroom is, because that way I don't have to walk to the mushroom and come back. There are a few cases where that's not the case. When you enter a room, the game will automatically check if there's any enemies near you, and will despawn them so they don't, like, get in your face immediately. See if I can get this skip. There we go. That lets us not have to go get that key. Anyway, I was saying, some enemies are useful, especially with Toad. Toad runs faster when he's holding an enemy, so I don't want some Shy Guys to despawn. So I'll actually throw the door a little bit further away from the mushroom, just so that the enemy doesn't despawn on me. Every level has 2 mushrooms, except for 2 of them. This is one of them. 2-1, and I believe 6-2, 5-2. I don't remember which one it is. The one where it's a giant pit and you have to ride birds across. That one only has 1 as well. Which is unfortunate because this level would be a good one to have 2 extra hits. Because the sand digging part is annoying. Or I just am stupid and run right into a snake. So these sand digging parts are really boring, but they're actually really important on how you dig downwards. You can't just like blindly dig straight down because the shy guys that are walking back and forth will tend to fall on your face. Whoa, that was close. So you have to like do a zigzag pattern to prevent them from hitting you. You'll see it more in the next level. In this level you can pretty much just go sideways because there's not that much digging.
When you've got a spare moment, I've got a couple of donations here.
I'll go for it.
Okay, so we have $5 from Nathan is bored, with no message, and $5 from Panda Bear 314, who says, "Thanks for watching, guys, and good luck with the rest of the marathon."
So the cool thing about this category is you go into areas that you don't normally go into for any other, like, RTA category. So like this room is completely useless unless you were to get a mushroom here. And that is unfortunate, so I'm gonna have to re-enter this room. The throwing mechanics are kind of weird. If you have any, like, left and right speed, while you let go of an item, it will go flying. And if you have no speed, then it goes right in front of you. I just happened to get hit by that shy guy, and he pushed me enough to make the potion go flying to that pit. Alright, so here you'll see me doing some zigzagging later on. Actually, I kind of missed the part that I meant to do, but it's okay. You can see how these guys are like continuously following me, but if I do this, they'll turn around and go the other way. I meant to hit those guys together, but whatever. Good enough. I think this is the first red birdo. Red birdos will throw fire and eggs. I don't really know if it's cycle-based or RNG-based, but I do know that it's kind of a pain. So I just use the mushroom blocks whenever possible. So this level has a pretty interesting strat. You're supposed to like ride the Bizas up to get to this door. However, if I use this guy, bring him over here, I could just double jump up to the platform and not have to worry about waiting for a Bizo to land in this right spot. And then what I'm going to try to do is force a Bizo to spawn down here, which I just completely missed him, so that I can pick him up. Alright, you know what, screw it. These guys are not being nice to me. Anyway, you can, if you go down there immediately, the Bizo will swoop down lower so you can pick him up with Toad. That way you can run faster. And of course, more digging. World 2 is easily the most boring because of this. Using that zigzag motion. Who needs that star? Nobody does. There's a one frame trick here that saves maybe like half a second. Let's see if I can go for it. I'm gonna specifically wait for that guy to get out of the way. Nah, I missed it. If you get in that door before the screen scrolls up, then like Toad will not enter this room through the door. It's kind of weird. But he does start a little more to the right, and it does save a little bit of time. Also, I didn't realize how low on health I was, so I'm just gonna do that. Damage boosting. Okay, so the interesting thing about this category is you can do damage boost strats multiple times through a level. Since normally you only have 2 hits, but with a mushroom you could have 3 or 4. And what's interesting is that if you have 3 or 4 hit points and get hit, there is no pause animation for like your character shrinking or growing if you collect a mushroom while you're small. So damage boosting when you have 4 or 3 hit points has no repercussions. But if you damage boost while you have 2 health, then it does take some time for the animation to play out. Put that mushroom there. Make it easier to get out from this pit. Now you're supposed to be able to make it to that door before it kicks you out from the time limit, if you're fast enough. I can't think of any damage boost strats at the top of my head, though, that I actually do in this route. Probably because when I started learning this, I was too afraid of taking any damage in the first place, because this game is brutal if you die too much. This level will show off the first jumping over the level via a ladder. So, a room transition will only trigger if you climb the ladder off the top of the screen. But you have a frame or two to jump off of a ladder, and if you jump off a ladder and land on top of the level, you don't actually trigger the room transition, so you can just walk on top of the level. And this level, having a bunch of ladders back and forth, it saves a bunch of time. So I didn't even have to do any of the middle of this level. And you'll see more of that trick in 7-2 Wart's Castle. For the same reason, it has a bunch of rooms and they're all connected together. And you can just run across the ceiling. So I'm actually going to choose Mario here. It's kind of interesting. All the levels so far, you've picked either Toad because you want to go fast, or Luigi because you want to jump far. Mario can jump pretty high without having to do a super jump, so that's why you picked him for this level. Because there's like a tower section where it's really useful to have a high jump without having to perform a super jump every time by ducking for a little bit. And he has like the perfect jump height to be able to make these jumps right here that I'm about to do. It's like it was meant to be. So this next room coming up is probably one of the most difficult. I'm probably going to take it a little slow since I already took 2 pieces of damage. Or just immediately get hit, that's okay. Now I'm definitely going to take slow for this part. Let's see if I can get this swag ladder jump. There we go. I'm pretty sure that doesn't actually save time, but it looks cool. And now we come back to another Mauser fight. Mario also helps a lot in this fight because the platform that Mauser on is actually a lot higher than the one in World 1. And while I use Toad for that fight, Toad is actually really difficult to beat Mauser because he cannot throw the bombs up on top of these platforms without doing a super jump. But Mario throws it just the right height. Alright, 4-1, Slippery Land. This mushroom, I'm pretty sure there's no fast way of grabbing it, just because it's so slippery. And it's just in a bad position where the potion is. I just take the damage boost so that, oop, just forgot about this one. So that you just stop in your tracks and you don't keep sliding on the ice. This is one of my favorite rooms in the game for some reason. Which I am completely destroying right now. I don't get to do the cool glitch where I put the Shy Guy through the wall here because I have 4 hit points. So that's too bad. This level's a pain. So this is the level with all the whales in it. And performing a jump off of the whale tail while going full speed is either 1 or 2 frames. It's really difficult. Which is why I'm probably going to take my time in that room, just because it's very easy to fall off. As I say, as I jump off all the tails. It gets more difficult if you're carrying an enemy, so you go much faster. I also don't want to get hit in this room because the next room has a damage boost strat that requires 2 health, and it's before you collect the next mushroom. Does the game record how many mushrooms you get? No. You have to keep track on your own. So I had enough health to just jump through the spikes instead of riding the machine thing. I forget what it's actually called. Oops. Dude, nice fire. Alright, this is the level that actually requires a Peach to play. This isn't me picking Peach because I'm afraid of messing it up. This is actually a Peach strat level. Hurry, 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 hurry. Did I do it? Oh, just barely missed. So Birdo throws an egg. I forget how often, like every second or 2. And the timer begins when you start the level. I was just a little bit too slow, and I missed the cycle. So the reason why we pick Peach is because we want somebody who can jump far so that we can do the skip. But we also don't want Luigi because Luigi takes forever to fall down. Like, his vertical speed is very slow. And since we're going up a tower, that's not very fast. Peach can go far, and she falls up and down very quickly, so she's like the perfect character for this level. I'm not running here because you can't super jump and hold an item at the same time if you're holding the button. So I had to actually let go of the B button and keep it keep it released for that entirety. I'm pretty sure you might be able to do like a pause buffer to re-grab the button. I just haven't tried it yet. Also, all of these guys just all in a row. Please despawn. Nope, they're gonna stay around. Okay, now they're gone. So going back down this tower on the left side instead of the right side, because it is much quicker. And then we can just use Peach's floating skills to skip that part. If you go down the other tower, it takes forever because you have to get a key and avoid Phanto, put it in the keyhole. And then safe strats for the Frag Guy fight. I don't know how I didn't get hit there. Dude, can you come down? There we go. He's kind of stuck up there. I haven't seen that before. Alright. I'm at World 5 and I don't need to take a game over here, so that's good. In all my practice runs, I usually only have one life on this level. I take a game over just so I don't have to worry about game overing halfway through a world. This is a tight jump. Barely. So this level also has a really fast strat, but... Oh, I went too far to the left. Okay, well I'm gonna have to kill myself. I put the door one tile too far to the left. So the mushroom didn't spawn, which of course means I have to do the tight jump again. Nice physics game. I'm not complaining though, because that saved my life. There we go. Anyway, I was saying this level has a very fast strat, but I'm not very good at it. And it involves using the potion that's at the beginning of the level, since this level has 3 of them. It's interesting, this level has... Come on. This level has 3 potions, the next one only has 1. Yeah, this level only has 1 potion, which is kind of weird. So you have to use the same potion to get both the mushrooms. And unfortunately, it's in a jar, under breakable blocks, so it's really annoying to go get. I'm gonna blow this up, wait for the bomb to explode, hope that it kills the Shy Guy too, because sometimes it doesn't. Avoid the porcupines. Look at that smug vase. Now I'm gonna go back in to get the same potion for later. See what I mean? How Luigi takes forever to fall? Like, even though he's like right on the ground, you have to wait for him to fall on the very bottom to be able to jump again. Never actually thrown the potion from the floor there, that was weird. Let's see how many vine jumps I can get. Vine jumps are really easy with Luigi. And, oh, there's 1. 2. Oh, the damage boost strats. These are supposed to be easy. 3. Wow, I only got 3. I think my high score is like 7 or 8. That's too bad. So now you guys really want to hear the POW explode, but I'm gonna make it not explode. Don't you just hate that suspense? Where you know you threw a POW block, but you didn't hear it explode. Oh, fire. Oh, and that time it was an egg, and I expected fire. Alright, so another kind of vertical level, so we'll use Mario again. Don't forget the potion at the beginning. For some reason, I like to run right past this potion. That mushroom is probably the only mushroom that's actually worth to grab in the all levels category, where you don't collect the mushrooms, just because this level is a pain. Well, you can see why this level is a pain. There we go, alright. I'm going to throw the potion up there, so I don't have to worry about these bombs hitting me immediately. Great. Oh my gosh, he hit me. Alright, well, we're going into this section with 2 health, which is unfortunate. Okay. Nope, didn't get that trick. I gotta slow down, wait for the Shy Guy to appear, and whoop. This room, just in general, is really difficult to learn. And if you mess it up, then the patterns get all messed up for all the flowers shooting fire at you, and the Sparkies running around in circles. So we're gonna do the magic carpet glitch, where if we spawn 2 carpets at once, and stand on the first one, it goes twice as fast. Actually, probably more than twice as fast. Oh, Jesus, that despawned before I thought it would. Alright, if the game is nice to me, it'll give me a heart here. Thank you. I'll take it. Let's see if I can get the legendary 5-way hit here. Ah, okay, I got 3 hits. Whoop. Now I'm probably gonna die, and it'll be all ruined. Yep. He likes to throw rocks right in your face. Alright, we'll try this again. That gives us another chance at the 5-way hit. Nope. There we go. We got him in 2 hits. Good enough. I do not have WeeBooBot in this chat. I should have done that. Go down the jar while the snake's still in it.
And you've got time, I've got another donation here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, we have $9.46 from Master of Pants, who says, put this towards runner's choice. Whoops, wrong marathon, Kappa.
Dude, yeah, 9:46. Aaron just got the 11 exit world record tonight.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
It's like a really good time as well.
Yeah, you beat it by like a whole 0.8 of a second. Alright, so we're gonna do zigzag patterns to make the Shy Guys not go right in my face. And of course, as I say that, the Shy Guy hits me right in the face. 2 of them. That's okay. This Birdo is usually fairly tame. There we go. Alright, so the last time I said I used Peach because it was an actual Peach strat. This is not the case. This is me saying that this level is really hard to do really fast, and I don't trust myself, so I'm just going to use Peach to float through the level. I'm only losing about 20 seconds by doing it this way, compared to the fastest strat. So it's not a giant time loss, but it is a decent time loss. But I am going to make it not completely terrible by doing a death warp here. If I were to go back out of subspace from there, the only albatross to ride would be going to the left, and that means I'd have to ride all the way back to the beginning of the level and then find another one going to the right. So I just killed myself and respawned at the beginning of the level, so I didn't even have to do that. So this is kind of like the sissy strat. But it's insanely easy compared to what the actual strat is. The actual strat is you would use Luigi and just jump across all these albatrosses. And this is the other level that only has 1 mushroom, so don't be worried that I only have 3 hit points. Speaking of death warps, this is the other level that has a death warp in it. So the 2 mushrooms in this level are actually near the beginning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to collect the mushrooms and then go backwards through the level, because there's a shortcut at the beginning that leads right to the end. Uh-oh, why'd I pick this up immediately? That's not going to work. Oh, this guy. Get out of here. I see him jump at me. So the part of the level that I'm skipping is a giant vertical section with a bunch of vines. And I think it might be faster just to do that part of the level if you're insanely good at vine jumps. But I'm not insanely good at vine jumps, so I'm just going to take the death warp to go back to the beginning of the level. And now I can just use this trick that's used in any percent. Pick up the jar. So I'm trying to throw the jar and then jump right back off of it. I'm going to keep doing this until I accidentally make a door. There we go. If the potion lands in the quicksand, you can go pick it up again, but if it lands on the ground, then it makes a door. But the intended way is to actually fall in the quicksand and go under the wall instead of over it. Oh, she hit me. Or he, whatever. Whichever you prefer. So this is one of those bosses where I should really know the fastest way of killing him, but I don't, so I'm just gonna take it easy. The magic floating Luigi. Alright, and I'm going to take a game over here, because I have no lives left, and I don't want to game over in the next level, so I'm just going to game over immediately. Which I guess is actually kind of difficult to get it to die at the beginning of this level. Take a continue. Yes, there are character-only categories. The only one on the leaderboards is Peach. Like, use Peach only, but I've seen other people do only Mario. I imagine there's only Luigi and only Toad as well. Oh, not that one. I always get confused which one that one is. I know it's the one off the center. Dude, I got a duck door. Duck door is frame perfect. I was hoping I'd get at least one of those. So I got those two. Now this is just like any percent. You can see how confident I am in my abilities to jump over 1 block gaps. Uh-oh. Alright, he spawned. I'm gonna jump off this guy and just go right over that pillar and basically skip the entirety of that room. You're supposed to, like, somehow go through the bottom. Like, it's like a puzzle where you're not allowed to jump, because if you jump, you go backwards. I've tried to do that part, and it's really annoying, so good thing you can just jump right over it. This birdo, I guarantee, will respawn after I kill her. Yep. Alright, and finally, the last level. Obviously, this is a boss fight level where we fight Wart, so it's going to be a long level. But even if that weren't the case, this level is gigantic and is a giant maze if you don't know where you're going. But fortunately, I know where I'm going. Pause a little bit. This room is annoying. I need to also remember to pause a bit on the way out of that level. The mushrooms in this level are in their own rooms. There's 2 pieces of grass. One of them is the jar, and one of them is the bomb that blows up immediately. These are like amateur vine jumps, because you have like a platform to jump off of. Alright, so just like the, I don't remember what level it was, 3, 2? We can just jump onto the ceiling. Maybe. There we go. So I need to get over here. You just run right through those guys, which is pretty cool. Ooh, almost got hit by that guy. For some reason, I'm always afraid of getting hit on this level, but it's not actually that bad. Even for being the last level. Alright, so now this guy's the right side. You need to be careful right here. If you throw the door, if you throw the potion door on top of the already existing door, then you can't go in it. Like, you'll go through the already existing door instead of the potion door. There's a lot of places you can throw a potion door and it just won't work. If you throw it on top of a ladder or vine, you'll climb the vine behind the door instead of going in the door. Also, sometimes you can accidentally spawn a door like in midair and you won't be able to go in it. Alright, and we're back to any percent. We just jump over this. Maybe. Today. Maybe not today, maybe tomorrow. There we go. And we're off to fight Wart, which is actually a much more relaxing fight now that you have 4 hits instead of 2. Or maybe 2, 3.
I'm ready on time.
Alright. It's gonna be a minute or so, because
Sure.
my Wart fight is very suboptimal. Oh, in that case I wasn't throwing the block far enough. Oh, okay, forget everything I said about relaxing Wart fight, so I'm already at 2 HP. So, Wart opens his mouth, and you have to throw a vegetable in his mouth to damage him. But he, like, also spits bubbles at you, and the moment the vegetable spawns is the same time that his mouth opens. So you'll notice he opens his mouth and the vegetable comes out. The vegetable machine will not spawn another vegetable if you're already carrying one. So the fastest way through this fight is to actually throw the vegetable before Wart opens his mouth. So that way the vegetable like hits him and then the vegetable will spawn again. And you just do that over and over again. But it's very precise timing to do that. So what usually ends up happening is I'll use up 2 cycles per hit. So this fight is actually about twice as long as optimal. And there we go. Takes 6 hits to kill him. Oh, the vegetable spawned over there. I was gonna try to throw it another one in his mouth. Alright, time is now.
Nice. 40-44.
40-44. Dude, all 4s, dude.
Speaking of which, all 4s is coming up in like 4 hours.
Oh my god, it's perfect. That was a pretty decent run. I am 3.5 minutes off of my PB/world record, but that was a pretty good run. That was about where my practice runs were going, around 40 minutes, 41 minutes. And there you have it. Everybody's a contributor. Not evenly contributing, but at least everybody did something. And I think next we have